And Na'Vi have lockdown in the Lucent Beam as well as the dual. And let's see. Last span coming out will be that Tinker. So they do no Tinker, which Na'Vi are saying, thank God. Of course, after that last game, Tinker made the space that they needed to end up getting this. And Tinker holding that high ground a multitude of times. Team Spirit win that way of Na'Vi. Game 2 the way of Team Spirit. We're here in Game 3. We'll have... might have to go the distance. To that point, it was American Sign Language. Know how to read Braille. Because that's what's going to happen. I'm just going to be emailing those on, typing it out on an RSS, and just, you'll have to read Braille. Gyrocopter again here for Illidan. Or, so no assumptions yet. Gyrocopter water. That's all I can think about after last game. My voice is just absolutely... Druid, Jakiro, Venomancer, Sand King for Team Spirit. We'll see if that's a mid-gyro. And then let's see. Na'Vi, last pick coming up in 5 seconds. Storm, which has been banned the last 2 games. So Dendi on that Storm. Crystallize the Luna. Nick's Assassin. Can you just turn back for me, Luna? Legion Commander, thank you. No, okay. And then let's see. Team Spirit, Illidan, Gyrocopter. So it will be a safe lane. Gyro. Mid Lone Druid ILTW FNG on the 5 position Veno, and 4 position Biver Sand King. Oh my gosh. So we will get into this game 3 just the same way. I think I gotta switch up my switch overlays here.
Prepare for battle.
So, the good looks are out. Swaps General in the off lane with the Legion Commander. Nyx here, played by Roger, a.k.a. Dendi, a.k.a. Garena. Luna, played by Crystallize. Ancient App of Team Spirit FNG on the Jakiro. Illidan back on that Gyrocopter. DK Phobos. Answer Sand King by Biver. Lone Druid. So, first 2 games... but not looking like it's the case anymore. I think both games they had in Game 2.
30 seconds to battle.
Let's see. Dendi will grab this top bounty rune. They might actually go for something here. General moving over. Not going to go for this bounty rune. Might just roll. General going to switch with Crystallize. Keep the supports over towards top. So it'll be a tri-lane over in the top lane. Luna going to go over top. Go towards DK Phobos, but the pause comes out before they can. Gonna spot these heroes coming in and won't go after the bounty. Oh gosh. Or at least that's what they look to be doing. Appreciate this. Making me look bad. Crystallizer. So he's got Burrow Strike available. They start to go after him. Roger make their way over. So no Burrow Strike thrown out on Crystallize. He's got the Lunar Blood by FNG. So just trying to watch out for those rotations. And it will be an off-lane Gyrocopter. Still in that position 1. Just a better matchup in their opinion. As they've got FNG, Biver, LeBron, and Crystallize. So in terms of lockdown, no Lucent Beam just yet. Chilling Touch for that extra damage. Burrow Strike hits on to Crystallize as well as the Dual Breath. This is not Na'Vi going in, so that Chilling Touch is going to be down for over 40 seconds. And that'll probably keep Na'Vi a little bit bad with that extra damage. In the matchup over mid, Dendi here against ILT against the Lone Druid. Ooh, Overbunch comes through. One more shot. First Blood for Spirit with the early lead. And this tri lane going all right for them to start. So, Team Spirit looking to take over mid. Dendi just trying to get up with each other so far. And then over top, both the offlaners, except DK Phobos, of course. In the safe lane, he's still in the position 3. DK Phobos up against General in a matchup that probably benefits him a little bit more, but he is anxious to press the attack. See if a rotation comes out over mid to help out ILTW. Bear to work with if a dual breath were to come through. Venomous Gale hits on General. Still looking to chase, but DK Phobos under this tower is able to back off. Sal views and healthy.
This will do nicely.
For Legion Commander, General not doing too bad up against this Venomancer. All that up 13 and 5. He's going for boots first, and that is then followed by ILTW. Ooh, over bottom. Cold Feet comes through on FNG. Homing is over with this Jakiro. The homing missile is in a lot of trouble. There's the liquid fire. Impale comes out, as well as the losing too deep will be crystallized. Down he goes to the caustic finale. They look for another one. Burrow strike hits. Should be a third. Down he goes, and it will be 3-0. Spirit. 1,000 net worth lead early. Second game where Na'Vi were ahead by so much, they held their T3s, obviously with the help of a Tinker, on the side of Na'Vi this time around. But down 1,000 net worth a little bit later when Crystallize gets a little stronger. They have some global presence with General when he hits level 6 and gets a Blink Dagger, so we'll have to see those for Na'Vi moving forward down 1,000 net worth this early. Illidan just continuing to farm. The supports have kind of frayed off, but has this haste on the FNG. I think about going in on to Crystallize once again. They'll lose thinking to follow this up. So for right now, they just have the hasted FNG on the Jakiro coming over, probably just to throw out Dual Breath. That is leveled. There's the liquid fire as well as no Dual Breath just yet. Coming over to the tier 1 is going to be Illidan. They've got Biver. Roger looking for the Impale. Doesn't want to let this fly. And now they'll hit on Jakiro with the Cold Feet, losing Nyx. Black Cannon used by Illidan. Biver getting low, crystallized with quite a bit of damage. There's the liquid fire hitting on a 2-1. The homing missile, rocket barrage out on a Nyx, but he stays alive and gets hit. Away will be Illidan. FNG still alive, but Na'Vi will back off. So while this is happening, DK Phobos over top. Legion Commander halfway to level 6, looking for that Dendy. Phase Boots first, dismantle that for Bloodstone. Oh, Crystallize. Homing Missile, Burrow Strike. Biver's got to get ahead to get the body blocks out. Sports here, down he goes. They're shutting down Crystallize. So with that, Roger made the and LeBron Dota have made the rotations over towards top. DK Phobos, they've also sent Crystallize here, so they're making huge rotations now that level 6. Venomous Scale immediately as he takes a lot of damage there. Of course, all Legion going to start running away over towards bottom lane. So they've got Crystallize here against DK Phobos. It's going to be enough to get the kill. The Impale is out, and the kill will come afterwards. So very nicely done by Na'Vi. That'll be a kill going their way, but meanwhile, Crystallize taking so much damage, forced to get the press the attack on him to... So, 4-2 over mid ILTW, keeping up with Dendy, 18, 45, and 5. Dendy just about level 7, while ILTW is just about level 8. That hand of Midas very quickly, and now going into that Radiance. And has neglected, or now has himself, Boots. Look at the net worth early. He's topping it, followed by Illidan, which I'm not surprised about, as Illidan's now. And get this kill, and we'll try to get it with the help of Dendy, and we'll find it. And I said that as a coming over towards bottom. Dendy comes in with the help of Roger and the Ancient Apparition after kills that they desperately need early to really start to bring the game in their direction, being down 2,000 net worth 8 minutes in. Move Crystallize over towards mid. They just can't find a lane for him. It's too hard against DK Phobos, who is level 7. Illidan's having a good time over in the off lane. He's level 6, 1, and 3. They've now forced him up against the lone Druid. Dendy over jungle with 3 in the Static Remnant. See if he's able to get some kills and boost his farm up. They look over. Roger trying to get a stun to Dendy. The call down comes through. The Impale stops onto the ball lightning forward, but the Burrow Strike hits with the Rocket Lightning away. Cold Feet to Illidan, as well as the Chilling Touch, but they won't get the kill. They infect Spirit. General trying to come in and find a duel somewhere, maybe some overwhelming odds, but They get nothing out of this, and it's for the side of Team Spirit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So all that happening with Illidan as well as FNG crystallizing, and he goes down again for the third time. It's just unfair. He's a Luna who's trying to just find an opening. Safe lane didn't work out. Off lane didn't work out. Now mid lane that comes through from Team Spirit from FNG and Biver. It's just too much for them to handle. So the farming spots fork smaller. Tower taken by this lone druid, getting this Radiance very quick. Already 2,000 gold, looking for the Sacred Relic at 3,800. A lot of farm right there for now. FNG trying to TP away, and without that TP, and Dendi just trying to hold on to this game as he's already 2,000 net worth. Answer DK Phobos, who's had quite an open level 9, about to hit level 10. Spirit okay with this, up 4,000 net worth. They'll continue to... 4,000 net worth ahead is no joke up this early. Ancient Apparition getting low, but that's him in the jungle for now, trying to get to level of knowledge. Really want to work with this Ice Blast. Here's the homing missile over bottom, call down used. Biver comes in with the Burrow Strike. General in a lot of trouble. The TPs are over. Press the attack is used. They won't get the kill. That doesn't do much of anything. Roger coming in. Spike Carapace will be used. The Sentry Ward is out, so Team Spirit know that he's there. Eclipse to work with, and 5,000 net worth behind with DK and has a Hood of Defiance. You can count that with the fact that ILTW hasn't become a Sacred Relic. Everything is going right now for Team Spirit, and everything kind of going wrong for this. Biver, Illidan all down here bottom. Looking over at General again. There's the homing missile. You got to try and get the strike. The rotation is out right now from not have the Ice Blast just yet. So they're able to take this bottom tier, continuing to push on forward. Nobody coming over. Illidan making space for the rest of his team is ILTW. Phobos to clean up these neutrals, but he's hit. Ooh, stun comes in. Dendi comes through. Ice Blast. DK Phobos low, but he's got that Hood of Defiance to over at Roger. They'll get the kill. Dendi gets one. The rest of the team is here. Spike Carapace to slow up FNG. Stun him up for just breath. Burrow Strike saved up. Dendi will fall, and it's another kill here for Team Spirit. FNG on a killing spree. So 7-4, 5 dagger, close to it. 300 gold away for the courier. Not going to grab it. Everything will now get delivered. Just an Ancient Apparition up here, as well as the Nyx, and now we'll get the kill delivered. So not as big of a hit as they do. Let's check on Crystallize. I gotta find out if he's found a little bit of farm. All too bad for him, but he is 6 on the net worth, which is never that great for a Luna. You take a look at the Gyrocopter going back to that side gunner, looking for the Ags. Lone Druid here has the Sacred Relic already. 14 minutes in, probably around 17 minutes or so. Open map for him, top of the net worth, 2,200 gold in front of Dendi. He's trying to find that blood answer. DK Phobos, who is going for the Hurricane Pike. He's farmed up incredibly. He's level 11 hero, and there it is. General gets a win. Very nicely done. So now Dendi will come over bottom with the help of this Nyx. Meanwhile, farming away is ILTW. Just self that Radiance finished in full. And, oh, Vendetta in on the Biver, who throws the Burrow Strike out. Spike Carapace, use a little stun up Biver, get the kill, and that one will go to Dendi. So they're hoping that Dendi, with a lot of farm on the Storm Spirit, will be able to hold this team back on the side of Team Spirit, just so they can make up this farm, hopefully, on Crystallize, who's now only...
Dire's bottom tower is about to flounder.
Illidan, meanwhile, finished on Lone Druid. Gets it just 2 seconds later. Ends up getting it pre-7 seconds. Has the Radiance to work with. They do have the Blink Dagger on this Legion Commander, going for the Blade Mail next. Let's take a look over bottom. Roger just here, but oh, Illidan's coming around. There's the homing missile. Radiant starting to burn, and they are ready to go, but don't have detection for the Vendetta used. So they've got 4 heroes down here for the side of Team Spirit. That's definitely opening up something for this Bloodstone. Crystallize with the Mask of Madness. Desperately need. If Crystallize can find his way back into the game, I will feel probably at least not in this game. For right now, though, Team Spirit very much leading the charge. They have the push thanks to the Lone Druid and FNG with the Liquid Fire, as well as Illidan, who just naturally hits these towers nicely. So they grab the tier 2 over bottom. Room to farm for the side of Na'Vi. Coming over to the stack is Crystallize. Has to take this. And the side of Team Spirit just going for a tier 3. They don't really care. This is going to be a sub 20-minute tier 3. Lodestone finished. Spike Harvest to lock and bless comes out. Will land on 3. Team Spirit do think about turning around with Dendi coming forward. Lucent Beam hits on FNG. We'll see how much Dendi He's in, but there's the call down on to Roger. Homing missile comes in, press the attack, just keeping him alive. But again, tier 3, 17.5, not even going away just yet. They don't even have Gyrocopter right now.
Dire's top tower is about to take the plunge.
So take this to 342 health. Illidan, 300 gold away from finishing off that Ags. Hurricane Pike next here for the Venomancer, and Lone Druid. We'll take a look at his berries next. Orb of Venom, Midas, and top of the net worth at 10,300. Hooded. 6 in favor of Team Spirit. They were pushing into tier 3 just a moment ago. Is that a smoke on you? No, it's not. What about you, Biver? Yes, it is. That's exactly what they're doing. At least I'd hope so, so I'm not wrong. Bear. Thank you very much. Roger comes over, spots FNG. Was that the smoke already used? That was not. So they don't break the smoke. DK Phobos continue 14 Bloodstone charges and going for the Manta style slowly but surely and growing in terms of net worth of Crystallize. And he started the game 0-3. So some decent work happening from the side of Na'Vi to pull this game back. Start or so. Team Na'Vi's coming around to the back. Roger is still here in the troop. This is the side of Na'Vi. There's going to be the Impale. Ball Lightning coming on forward with the Eclipse. They'll take out DK Phobos. Now they look for more. Dendi's got to force himself back. Roger taken out by Illidan. Now they look for more an bit on Dendi. They use the Eclipse just to get themselves an off-lane Venomancer for now. Press the attack on a Dendi. They look for the kill. The Ball Lightning not getting him that far away. And now the Axe comes through. General doing a lot of damage to himself. There's the Burrow Strike. They'll get this kill. Not just too dead on Na'Vi. FNG TPing back to base, and the rest of Team Spirit will follow suit and retreat. Pass. Not on the mark. For one, in favor of Team Spirit, coming over, trying to find something as Sand King. But he's about full health, so not really caring that much either. Has a decent amount of farm for, you know, position 5 support with 18. We've seen some very poor supports. 700, 600 gold. But then to follow that up, Biver in the 4 spot, he's got his Blink Dagger. Actually, he's got that Windlace ready. That might just be casual Windlace. Take a look over at DK Phobos. He's got Pipe before the Hurricane Pike. Gyrocopter, of course, has that Ags, and Lone Druid really looking to push heavily as we take a look at these Radiance, as well as the Hooded Defiance. And Roger comes over, blink forward, there's the dust, there is the Burrow Strike to get the kill. 10-7 in favor. Making it look very, very easy. So again, Team Spirit, they're going to push over bottom. Backdoor protection is going to be no more. Down to 143 health. They're looking for the Mask of Madness on the Bear to just make sure that it can clean up. The Glyph is out. The Cold Feet comes through on the Bear. Everybody healthy on Team Spirit. They'll get the tower. They work on the bottom. Meanwhile, Crystallize is over mid, just trying to make something happen. Takes the tier 2. They look at the bear. Coming over will be Illidan to kill on all 5 of these heroes on the side of Na'Vi. The Venomous Scale comes through, as well as the Impale hitting on to Biver. He gets a little. Bronto is going to be the first one to fall. Follow that up by Crystallize. He's dead. 55 seconds instead of Rax. And we'll find the kill onto the Sand King, but that might give up his life. The rest of the team coming forward. He doesn't have enough mana to get away. Homing missile. General coming over. ILTW getting a little bit low. They might get General. They might get Dendy. Coming around, trying to kill the bear. He'll fall. 7 seconds. No buyback, but that's fun time. And General looking like he's going to die as well. It's a full team wipe. For the side of Team Spirit, they also take the bottom set. Sloppy exchange from both sides. Not exactly clean from either, but a 5-for-1. Full team wipe here, 23 minutes in, 15-8 in this game 3. So Luna has brought his... Crystallize is, despite dying 4 times in terms of net worth, about catching up with the offlane DK Phobos. Can actually consider Crystallize safely, and it wasn't a mid laner. I mean, I know he's a position 1, but he never really got to stay in more than one place. Pushing over mid. Illidan here. Ooh, blink on forward. Looking for the Burrow Strike. 4 staff. Burrow Strike. Down you will go, LeBron. Yeah, the Ice Blast is nice, but not gonna... Over the bear. Bear gonna possibly feed itself. Crystallize goes in, as well as the Ball Lightning. Dendy moving on forward. Avoiding the fear. Continuing. The bear is back for this Lone Druid. So there goes the tier 2. They look for another tier 3, as well as another, continuing to just destroy Na'Vi in this game 3. Finally, the Orchid is out for Dendy, but I don't know how much that's going to help. Medallion ready to go. And it looks as though they might back off just to grab the Aegis. That's exactly what they'll do. Enough that Na'Vi could do. They have cool Eclipse, everything. Here's the Nyx. Farming. Defend this. They're not looking to really compete against this at all, it seems. They evacuate out of the lane. They look over for Dendy. They push back. They evacuate from the pit completely, with just Dendy showing himself over in the mid lane. Coming around the back will be Roger. He's no... The scan does hit on General and LeBron. 2,004. 900, 800, 600. Can they go in? They might look for something. The Ice Path is going to be used. The Burrow Strike is going to come out. Go. That's another kill. A mega kill. And this is turning into just straight the Aegis to work with on Illidan. And they're going to push over mid again. They actually want to look over. Eyes coming over is the Sand King. Blink. But Crystallize is out. So General just trying to cut off this creep wave, especially the one over mid. Dendy's cutting off. And in trouble is General over bottom. They use the Epi 50 seconds on the sideline. And with that, they mark through all the way through the tier 3s. They want to continue to go in. Roger going to TP behind, look for the Vendetta halfway through that Ags. I don't know if with, obviously, there's the Ball Lightning over forward. That's actually just to cut up the creep wave with the Liquid Fire, with the rest. On Dota, they'll clean up this tower. And that's 2 tier 3s down for Na'Vi already through backdoor protection. No, okay, they won't get this tower. Illusions of Crystallize, who actually take a tier 3 of their own by any means. This looks very one-sided through teams by Na'Vi, but they took a tier 3 of their own, and Crystallize back in it in terms of net worth. All of a sudden, you see one team fight go the way of Na'Vi, and this game... So again, the push is on. There's the overwhelming odds. Ball Lightning past them is Dendy. Trying to get that mana up to full. Oh boy, we'll finally take out the tier 3 tower. The homing missile comes in. Again, let's take a look. Crystallize going for these racks through backdoor protection. Will feed on FNG. There's the buyback from LeBron. Dota, they leash in this Illidan, and now they look over at FNG. Ends up getting the win. The Burrow Strike comes through on a Dendy. Stun comes out from Nyx. It's going to be 2 dead on the side of Team Spirit. They'll take out Crystallize. Illidan gets the kill. They look over at LeBron. That's going to be a third. The ball landing back in for Dendy. And it's a double kill. Ends up being a 3 for 3. And Na'Vi, they lose the tier 3, but keep the set of racks. So 22 to 11. 7,000 net worth lead. Team Spirit BKB finished here on Illidan. Take a look at the Bloodstone charges on Dendy back to, and Crystallize still trying to get that BKB. So, might want to back off for just a moment. Find their next couple of items. They are up by Crest Radiant's Pipe. They have been doing a good job of pushing for the time being. A couple of items just to be finished for them. And as I say that, they get Ags, they get BKB on Illidan. And a spike for them. They don't want to wait for Crystallize to find his BKB. Storm Spirit, he's going for the Lincoln Sphere next. They smoke up, they head over towards mid. There's the TP over from J. Meanwhile, pushing top will be Dendy. So they look to defend. The base, there's the call down, and they've got the Ice Path locked in on Roger, who's got the Ags. BKB pop by Illidan quickly with the Liquid Fire, with the damage from Illidan. Down goes the melee racks. Not really there from the side of Na'Vi, and they've now lost 1.5 sets of racks as well. The tier 3's gone. We'll take this Shrine over top. Dendy coming over. The Burrow Strike not going to hit. Dendy able to ball into the backlines and take a look a little bit very low with the Lucent Beam, as well as the Eclipse raining down to run. They don't have Crystallize for 56 seconds. The Ice Path is going to be a little bit short. LeBron blast hits onto the Gyrocopter, but that's only level 1. We'll see if he does shatter. And in fact, will not. In general, the only one they lose is Biver. Team Spirit now up 10,000 net worth. He, of course, has that Bloodstone respawn time. ILTW. 15,500. Follow that up by Dendy, but the next two are the cores on the side of Team Spirit with the Ags coming through. We've got BKB here for Gyrocopter. You take a look over at the Bear. He's got Radiance. Maybe an Ags comes out next. Burrow Strike, as well as the Force Staff to close the distance. Gyrocopter here with the BKB, and Jakiro. The one behind him is LeBron Dota going for an Ags of his own. Dendy over. And the pipe is used, and this Bear's not going down. Piver comes through, as well as FNG. They've got themselves the ice. And that's going to be a root as well as a kill. Dendy able to ball lightning out of there, but that's another kill for them. So with that, Team Spirit will take this tier 2 very quickly, thanks in part to the Jakiro. Buybacks there from the Knicks. Na'Vi getting slam jammed down 14,000 now from the tier 3 tower is going. Bear is dead, that's okay. I've got a second one. Nope. Crystallize going for the mid set of racks again. Can he actually? Are you guys no TP? No TP? No TP? No TP? He's meanwhile over top. Illidan's going to use that BKB. They're going to look to try and lock him down with the duel. They got themselves one in the Venomancer, and they kill Illidan. You don't have TPs. What are you going down? Crystallize continuing to take it. You'll at least get this kill on the Knicks. Maybe Dendy makes his way out of here. The attack still trying to run his Roger. Ice Path, hold him in place. Biver nearby. There's the Midas again with the blink on forward. Is Biver. They'll get the kill. But they lost their set of racks mid. It's gone. This isn't standing anymore. You see these outlines? That's here, here, and here. None of them had TPs ready to go. Let's stop the TP of Venomancer too. Wow. Roshan back up in a minute. Team's a mid-half set of racks, and they've got the tier 3 next, but they get 2 tunneled visioned, and one fight could go wrong. Dendy coming over, the Burrow Strike's not going to hit. The Lucent Beam comes through, as well as the Ice Blast, not hitting on anybody on Team Spirit. There's the homie bat to the face, but he's got to be very careful. That's a long stun into the Ice Blast. Burrow Strike, Lincoln's popped. Biver out of mana, and Na'Vi able to retreat successfully. They look over at this top Satirax. Dandy going in very deep, ball ending to avoid that ice path. And continue to just throw homing missiles out. Crystallize. 0-4 to start the game. And going for a butterfly next. Not too far down on the net worth. And has taken a Satirax away from Team Spirit. Nice blast comes in. Roshan, they retreat from the pit. They head back in, and Na'Vi not looking. Aegis here on Illidan as they continue to push. DK Phobos. Crystallize back. Tier 1 still stands over bot. Again, they're still going to look for the top Tier 3 and the top Satirax. Cold Feet. Impale. Frozen over is this bear. Call down onto Roger, but he doesn't quite care. They're still going for the Tier 3. We take a look over at Dendy. He's going to ball lightning pretty far on deep. The ice. Nice long stun coming out from that Ags Impale from the Nyx. Crystallize staying here. Satirax over mid. Bear getting low. Do you have the bear again? Yes, you do. So they are just trying to posture. They are just trying to get axe. Let's see. Team Spirit. Still posturing up. Still continuing to farm. Ag. Satanic next for Illidan. Once again, this has been the classic build for him on the gyrocopter. Moving on forward will be Dendy with the ball lightning to try and do so. Roger here. Burrow Strike. Ice Path called down onto Roger. Ice Blast. Ganking. They look over at Illidan. He's got the BKB. The Eclipse is going to rain down onto the side of Team Spirit. Moving on forward will be Dendy. They'll pop the Aegis. They look for more. FNG trying to get the kill on Dendy. He's going to drop. 29 seconds with buyback, and he sure as hell is going to use it. Ball lightning's in forward again. Can hit onto DK Phobos. They start to retry back from Dendy. Get out of harm's way. So they smoke up, fake back through, as well as the Solar Crest out on him. He's entangled dead again. A little too aggressive there. 30 seconds. You can only defend with Crystallize. You might even need him to go for the Tier 4s. They do send back this Sand King. The Venomous Gale hits on to this Luna. As well as the homing missile. Blink in with the dual Blade Mail pop. Trying to kill off Illidan, but nope. The win is there. Down go the Satirax. They've got the Ice Path here onto the Nyx. GG is called. Team Spirit will take a 2-1 lead in this best of 5 series. So after the hour and 5 endeavor in the 3 only lasting 39 minutes, all Team Spirit the entire time. Satirax with no TPs available. But you take a look at the graph, it was pretty much all Team Spirit the entire time, 31-15. Illidan again showing up 10, 3, and 18, 8, 3, and 18 for FNG. ILTW finding his farm, never done 51, and that is it. One in their favor. Go to game 4 in just a moment. We'll be right back with that soon. I'm your caster, BCop. We'll be back, and follow me here on Twitch, BCop92 again. That is at Twitch, and I'm a sellout, so we'll be back in a moment. All right, here we are, Game 4 between Team Spirit and Na'Vi. Na'Vi took Game 1, then Team Spirit took Game 2 in a barn burner with Divine Rapier's all engagement. And right now we're in 5 minutes. One of the two is over now. Who cares? And then Team Spirit in early and very quickly. So Na'Vi coming into this draft, Lifestealer Chen picked up, Tiny for Team Spirit, as well as the Witch Doctor. Then for Team Spirit, Tusk and Rubik. So LeBron Dota not getting that Rubik once again. And it does seem at times that he's a little bit... We'll see how he feels coming in with a new position 5 pick. As Chen is there for Roger. Lifestealer picked up for Crystallize. And then you've got this Tiny. I would say most likely for Illidan, but surprised if it's played by ILTW mid.
Is the Radiant back?
So, Ancient Apple, the side of Team Spirit. And we'll see what they want to ban out now. Position 5 picked up for Team FNG's hero. Tiny, again, we don't know if that's going to be Illidan or ILTW's. And the Chen, that is probably Crystallized Lifestealer. And Roger on the Chen. Omni Knight as well as the King from Team Spirit. Next with this, they've kind of looked a little bit sloppy in the last 1.5, able to take the high ground away from a Tinker, which is honestly no surprise. Tinker is game, and ILTW playing him was amazing. I mean, he held space for Illidan on the gyrocopter. Was not doing enough to hold that high ground, then it was Na'Vi not able to get up there. Earth Spirit picked up on Dota on the Earth Spirit. Might have to change his name to... or Ronaldo Dota, I don't know. It's whatever you guys prefer. We'll see how many kicks he makes in the game. And this, you know, if Na'Vi win, it goes to a Game 5. If Team Spirit win, it's over. So, Na'Vi 1 game away from elimination. Team Spirit 1 game over for GESC Jakarta. So, Team Spirit, I think it would be, what, their first minor... Weaver picked up for Team Spirit. That makes me think that Illidan and ILTW are switching lanes, because they've done that before, where ILTW took the Weaver and went safe, and this could be one of those cases. Decent pick, considering the fact that Na'Vi, at least at this moment, don't exactly have a lot of lockdown for him. Chen, if he gets the right creep, then maybe the Geomagnetic Grip. And now Na'Vi in the offlane, they pick... The thing that I kind of worry about is, where is your lifesteal? I feel like you're kind of set on either having a Queen of Pain or a... And one of those is definitely going to get banned out next by Team Spirit. I mean, there's no way they let both of them through. And I would say ban out the Storm Spirit first. As well as Ball Lightning if they do get the Storm. I mean, they don't have a Blink Initiator right now. It seems like, at least in terms of all 4 games, the weakest lineup. At least so far. Timbersaw. Oh, that into a DK Phobos Tiny. Mid Timbersaw, safe lane Weaver. I don't know if Lifestealer is enough at this point. Timber is going to shred these heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
So last bans from both sides. What is going to come last from Team Spirit? And I've seen Timbersaw in the 4 position before. I wouldn't be surprised to see Timber in that support role. It will be a core coming out for Team Spirit. It does leave the draft pretty wide open. Just because we've seen Timber there 4 spot before. Ban of the Solardar, thinking that they are going to go for a 4 position. Again, it could go either way. So
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
I feel like Na'Vi kind of need somebody with a stun to lock in this Weaver. Storm will probably Na'Vi. He gets an Orchid for Weaver. He's transportation for Life banned out. Earthshaker picked up, so this was likely 4-position Earthshaker, 5-position Ancient Apparition. Still don't know about where Weaver or Tiny are going or who's playing what. Again, at times when I'm pretty sure it was ILTW who did pick up.
5 seconds remaining.
So what they want to do for the feel like Storm is their best option. It's a good option, but I think it's their best option. Now let's see. Okay. Okay. So, Dendy, General on the Underlord, LeBron. So you're basically telling me your mobility for a Lifestealer is solely big. I feel like that's not enough to get in there. Tinker, we'll have that Tinker, of course. General on the Underlord, Roger with the Chen, LeBron Dota on the Earth Spirit, and Crystallize on the Lifestealer. For the side of Team Spirit, they've FNG here on the Ancient Apparition. Weaver played by Illidan lane, but going safe lane. Timbersaw, Biver on the 4 position. Biver on the 4 position. This is Illidan on the Weaver, and Tiny played by ILTW. An interesting draft from the side of Na'Vi. I don't know how trying to frontline with the Lifestealer with Tinker on the back lines. Phobos, and he's going to be able to get behind enemy lines as well as probably a Shadow Blade or a Blink Dagger. I would say more a Blink Dagger in this case for ILTW on the Tiny. Not a lot of lockdown for him. Yeah, you've got Pit of Malice and Boulder Smash and possibly a creep that ensnares him, but other than that, enough to lock him down. For Team Spirit, one for the side of Na'Vi. Let's see how these lanes are going to set up. They put DK Phobos in the safe lane. Over mid, it will be the Tiny with FNG. The Tinker, of course. They've got Underlord put Crystallize over in the off lane against DK Phobos. Looking for the right matchups between both sides. Early damage from the Lifestealer, but we'll see how much they're really able. Has himself that Tendy getting a little bit low. There's the cold feet on him. ILTW, again, with this Tiny, has Tree Grab to work just yet, but he gets that level 2, level 3 of the lockdowns there. Maybe the Chilling Touch comes out from FNG. Side of Na'Vi over early in this mid lane. ILTW now level 2. The tree throw and able to survive. That is a long tree throw, but General over bottom. The Fissure's going to block him out from getting back too far. Just going to continue to harass him. This is looking good for the side of Team Spirit. 2 out of the 3 lanes looking. So FNG staining. Just want to make sure that they're able to knock down Dandy. They'll look a little bit to get the kill. They just need level 2 here and the mana for the Ancient Apparition. And then they'll grab Chilling Touch once ILTW does, in fact, hit level 3. Take a look over bottom again. General in the safe lane for right now. He's in that position 3 with the Underlord. I don't know Illidan, which obviously we've seen Illidan with quite a bit of farm. He does once he's got that farm. And he will just continue to just smash his way through, especially with a little bit of over mid, trying to find the Fissure on. Seeing a LeBron Dota who will eat the Fissure for the most part, but that does probably save the life of Dendy. Roger over in the enemy jungle, just looking to farm up. He does have this Dark Troll Summoner back to what they need if they want to make an aggressive play. And in terms of ganking possibilities, they do have it pretty nicely. Nicely placed Fissure by Biver as well comes out for the Ancient Apparition on the mid Dendy Tinker. Through Avalanche going to be used. Biver not here for right now. They'll take one back in FNG as Roger comes around the back. There's Hellbear. They'll grab a second double kill for Roger. Force a game 5. They don't want to be eliminated just yet. They want this miner over in Jacoja for GESC. Actually, no. Oh, God. Hey, you know what? That's just off. Off. The names are wrong. I tried to switch them. It went poorly. Done. I failed you guys all. Over towards bottom. Firestorm on top of Viver. Viver just trying to run away, but the nicely placed rolling boulder. Hey, LeBron. I'm telling you, it might turn into Medallion now here for Roger. It's a nice lead so far and done in terms of their lanes, right? Pressure that had come on from Team Spirit, especially over mid. Something that they need to be careful about, especially with the kill that came out on to Dendy to start this fight. But then they got 2 assists on him. Roger got himself a double, and he's heading over here with an early sub 5-minute medallion. So head over mid once again. The easier kill of the 2 is going to be FNG. They actually don't even go over mid. Roger and LeBron are going to head over top to try and get this kill on the Timber Saw. Got 2 in the reactive armor. This is going to have to be pretty quick. I'm being broken. And there's the slow. Timber Chain not too far away. Phobos low. Here comes Crystallize. DK Phobos now 4-1 in favor of Na'Vi. So 4-1, and now the lanes look Na'Vi. It looked a little bit poorer just a moment ago. The only lane I'd say going decently for the side of Team Spirit was bottom as Illidan was through trying to clean up these Chen creeps. Swarm hitting away this tier 1. They might just go for this Weaver, who's in a lot of Kikuchi. Able to make his way into the trees. Illidan's still here with Crystal Eyes nearby. They will start to damage this tower. Tree. Laser Avalanche trying to freeze him over. Cold Feet not going to proc. Now just running away, and there's nothing they could do to stop that. Even as well as LeBron Dota just to defend Dendy for now, who is level 4. There's the Avalanche again. The toss on top with the fissure. They'll get the kill. Nothing to stop this. General's even Malice. Nothing really there. Over mid. Crystallize has made his way over into the safe lane, staying nearby DK Phobos, who is level 5. Crystallize level 6. And they do start to chase just a little bit, being all too aggressive. Meanwhile, Team Spirit trying to bring this game back in their favor. And they will send a as well as FNG. LeBron Dota the only one here over mid for right now. And the Boulder Smash comes out onto 1, and oh! Tree Toss. With that throw, ILTW can call himself Aaron Rodgers. That's a very nice one at tier 1 all the way over here. It's now 4-3. Top building, just harassing out General. He TPs away. They're still over mid. Bibber here with FNG. And another fissure comes out to block in Dendy. The rotations come through. There's the Avalanche blocking on Dendy. But here comes March of the Machines. ILTW getting very low with the Crystallize over here to try and get the kill on the Tiny. Coming over right now is the Chen creeps. And Avalanche comes out. Down he... No. Best through. Crystallize gets the kill.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
So they get this kill, 5-3 and 1. And they'll start to pressure this map for the side of Team Spirit. You gotta wonder how well DK Phobos is gonna do here in this game. Already levels down, because if he can make the space for the Weaver for Illidan, which Illidan's already a blade, it could mean trouble for the side of Na'Vi. It's only about even right now. They do it leading, that's enough. So over mid again. There's the fissure on Avalanche. Trying to get this toss, do a little bit of damage. He is quite tanky. Able to spawn, and they don't find anything with it at that moment. This is Illidan just, again, free farm. In free farms, and all of a sudden you're like, well, how did this guy get so strong? Well, the answer to that is he's free farming. And Illidan, you need to stop eventually. Weaver with free farm. You take a look at DK from the net worth. The top of the net worth right now is Crystallize. It's ready. And I guess the Infest is LeBron Dota. Brought to you by the NBA, I guess. Subsequently would be brought to you by Under Armour and all that. So the solo comes out onto Bivard. Nobody coming over just yet. They need the Boulder Smash to lock him in, but they won't. As you take a look at where LeBron Dota is, he's all the way in the back.
Like a drunk sailor.
So just roaming to find something, but this is a lot of timing. If you could get a kill, it does end up being worth it, but Illidan over very close on that diffusal blade. There's the silence. The geomagnetic grip comes out as well as this is off. Illidan, he's off to the races now. Looking to get that kill on a LeBron Dota. Hand of God is going to be used. They look over at Crystallize. He's got to be forced out to run. ILTW NG, but right into the pit of malice. You've tossed him to his death, sir. But Illidan still has enough damage to avalanche toss on the general. Crystallize thinking about going in on to Bivard. Cool by that tiny boulder smash. Hits a nice long kick from about outside the penalty box. Down goes Bivard, and showing up will be DK Phobos. IL2, Crystallize and the rest of the team are able to retreat, and it's for the side of Na'Vi. So, a fight like that has opened it up for Boots to travel, but in comes DK Phobos. Down goes further. DK Phobos now starting to roam around the map with a very big global presence. So all the while, Illidan, 1,000. Probably have that defusal coming his way in just a moment. As again, he's continuing to get so much farm. Sitting second on the net worth, only behind General on this. That could change in just a moment. Here comes Isle. Down he goes, and just like that, they switch. Illidan takes the top of the net worth. Over bottom, while the side of Na'Vi are just trying to rotate over mid to clean up something. It's a hard kill to get on DK Phobos. He's got 4 levels and really go in on him too heavily. You've got Crystallize here and the rest of the team coming around the back. There's the rolling boulder, geomagnetic grip. Roger coming forward, but Timber Chain starting to get out. Chakram through and Timber Saw. But again, this is a lot of trouble under enemy lines. Dandy can't move forward. Nice kill on ILTW. So very aggressive from the side of Team Spirit in the butt as he goes in too deep, and they lose their tiny on top of their Timber Saw. So now they're kind of hoping on Illidan to find that farm. He's got the Diffusal Blade ready to go. They took out that Tier 1 Timber Saw. Bloodstone after this Rod of Atos. Crystallize in a lot of trouble. He might even freeze over. There's the Ice Blast hitting. You're dead kill. And they rage off. They had LeBron Dota nearby, but couldn't infest into anything either. And down he goes. He was looking for that Desolator, but that's going to be a step back on that. So right now, over top, let's take a look. Avalanche. Bivard here has Echo Slam available. There's the toss on top. Damage, and they're going to hold this Echo Slam. So DK Phobos just continuing to farm. Him is Crystallize, who's now backing LeBron Dota on this Earth Spirit. They remember has that Diffusal Blade top net worth, sharing that lead with General for right now. And again, the long in LeBron Dota, the slower this farm's going to come. But they've got the rolling boulder as well as LTW, not dead just yet, but he finally gets low enough for them to clean up. LeBron Dota goes out net, I would say, of Na'Vi as they kill off this tiny. Beaver's starting to head over bottom, so is FNG. FNG needs to stay away from the side of Na'Vi. He's very easy to kill, especially with taking care of his buddy here of Illidan, level 12. He'd take that 20 mana break, has the Diffusal Blade with hero right now, which is General, has the pipe, and General sort of becoming Illidan. Rod of Atos next here for the Underlord. We take a look at the Timber. Has enough for it now, and General makes his way over, and away is Illidan. But over into the Roche Pit will be the side of Na'Vi. They're going to try and take this first blast up in a second. They've come in actually too fast, but Team Spirit nowhere close to take this. Nice blast finally from the side of Team Spirit. The Swarm comes out. V now starting to retreat away from the pit. Rolling Boulder. Boulder's gonna be the time lapse. He's trying to get away with the help of DK Phobos. Crystallize in a little bit of trouble. They look over at LeBron. Dota, they're turning it around for a time lapse off from Illidan. And now he's not looking too great in terms of net worth down here on 6, but he needs his Shadow Blade to the shrine. As well as the rest of the team trying to come in with the stunned up for just a moment. The Timber Chain away. Roger in a lot of trouble. They'll take out one. Now they might even look for Dendy. The laser comes through. Bibber's hiding. Illidan coming through onto Crystallize, trying to run away. The damage is too much. There's the toss of General. There's the Firestorm still trying to chase. The Fissure doesn't hit. Crystallize still trying to run away. The Chakram still not landing on the IOTW. The Boulder Smash locks it up, as well as the Pit of Malice. IOTW way too deep. He's going to go down to General. 2 for 1 in favor of Na'Vi. For DK Phobos, almost going down to the Rocket. Dragging that arm. Out of that whole engagement. That is absurd. Oh my god. Take a look again at Illidan. 2,400 gold saved up. That Rod of Atos saved up. Thinking about going in on General. Here's FNG with the cold feet as well as the Ice Blast. They hit on General, trying to do enough damage that they kill the Shatter at least. And there it is. It is LeBron. Number 23. With the Geomagnetic Grip, he goes in with the Rolling Boulder. Boulder Smash on top of that from Crystallize. He thinks about going in. Magnetize, doing quite a bit of damage with the March of the Mid. And they actually look over mid as LTW with the Shadow Blade finds himself a Chen all by himself. Ice Blast hits, and down goes Roger. I actually tried to TP Tinker in there, but I don't even know if that's the right move. About even again. Net worth was up at about 2,500, lead for just under 1,000. And Team Spirit over on the high ground is Dendy. With the fire to the side of Team Spirit. Go over. LTW still working on the Shadow Blade. Had that invis to work with. Ooh, over bottom. There's the rest coming through. DK Phobos with aiding on this Timber Saw. And it's starting to get really scary for the side of Na'Vi. Second on the net worth for his team. Third on the net worth overall. That combined with the fact that you've got Illidan now with a Maelstrom. Team Spirit. They're looking to finish off this series right in 5. Roger over top. Biver spots him. Actually just LTW, but already gone and away will be Roger. So Fissure out on the Chen creeps. Clean those up at least. So Dendy, Blink Dagger, Soul Ring going for the build of a Tinker. Denying the top tier 1 will be Chen. Take a look over Crystal Isolator finish. Just needs to get it all combined here. And then he's going for the S. Crystallize sitting 4th on the net worth behind this Timber Saw. And as well as that Rod of Atos. There it is. We'll see if Crystallize is able to... I mean, with now infested again in LeBron Dota, you see how much this... The fact that he spent this time infested has really lowered his farm. He's down 7,800 on the Timber Saw, and you compare that to the Weaver, he's down about 1,200 there. Scan comes out. They did spot them for just a moment. They smoke up. Eyes in LeBron Dota. Actually heading over. Hannah guy comes through, but that's not going to be enough. Dendy's gonna fall. There's the last hit for FNG as he shatters. Dendy going down again. Dead for 50 seconds, no buyback, but the fight is reaching out. TW will be the first one to drop. You look over at DK Phobos. He's still getting hit hard by this Magnetize. Fissure coming through on a Crystallize, chasing down FNG, but the Rod of Atos holds him in place. Boulder Smash, long distance. The Magnetize on the Biver, but here comes Illidan. You might want to start to retreat. That's what the Dark Rift's all about. Here comes the Shikuchi on over, and they will get one to make their way out. 15 to 13, 1,000 net worth. Dendy's net worth sitting 5th in 50 seconds on the sideline. That's not going to help anything. Now reaching that over mid. Crystallize hitting away at DK Phobos. Rockets, Lasers, Rocket. Forced away will be Illidan, showing the strength of the Tinker despite not having that farm, and the Pit of Malice there from General. So they head on into the Roshan pit once again. Even game overall, 23 minutes. Should be the Aegis here pretty quickly. Coming over will be the side of Team Spirit, but I just don't think they're there quick enough. Touch too late. Infest out again. Again on LeBron over in the Shrine area. Sentry Ward to make sure they're not in vision, and that's going to go straight into a smoke. Meanwhile, over bottom, ILTW just can pour the Silver Edge into the BKB. And where's DK going for the Bloodstone?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Over top, Dendy in a little bit of trouble. Time lapse forced out as well as the Ice Blast. Crystallized gonna die over bottom, or get a. No Chen creeps for you. 1,000 net worth lead here for the side of Na'Vi. Again, you got up 2,000 net worth right now, trying to hold this to a game 5. They really want to qualify for the GESC Jakarta Minor. Spirit. And then you remember the other half of this. This tiny ILTW on this tiny has not done much of. It's just been shut down the whole time. 1,600 net worth behind DK Phobos, and compared to the other mid, Dendy, who really has about 3,000 net worth there. So they've been able to shut down this tiny. And Tinker all the while is still trying to get that farm going for Dagon 5 hour. All that's happening over bottom. General Crystallize just hit 4 ILTW to try and get a kill. I don't even know if he has the damage to get a kill on General. Firestorm comes out to try and deny it. The glyph is through. General just trying on forward. Boulder Smash gonna miss the mark. They silence up FNG. They'll get the dies out on Biver. Ice Blast hits on Crystallize. Biver thinking about going in, as well as DK Phobos just on the stairs thinking. And they will knock 4,000 net worth. So very much falling behind and really doing not much of anything is ILTW on this Illidan here, and I don't know if he has the net worth or the advantage to really look at the other team where Crystallize is out, despite not having that really crazy. In fact, he's sitting second on the net worth. Compare that with Dendy on this Tinker, who's got the Dagon too, and really with what he's been given, he's died 5 times from General. He was top net worth at some point during this game with. Got themselves a 5,000 net worth lead, 16 to 15. Pocket to try and win out this game. Rolling Boulder, big kick here from LeBron Dota. The Avalanche, you're trying to TP away, and there's no chance in that. ILTW hits the deck again, and Dendy gets from Messy Dota, aka LeBron Dota. So BKB finished off for Illidan. We'll see if that's even enough. He still sits top in this series. Do so well. Biver forced to go back. He's over bottom. LeBron Dota a little bit low, taken out by Illidan. Crystallize thinking about going in. He's gonna have to rage and walk away. DK Phobos double. Not finding anything just yet. Level 19, I haven't really looked at Roger at all. Solar Crest coming out soon. Test the Faith cooldown. We'll see what he goes for next. Maybe that plus a... I'm going to try and get this BKB on the tiny, but look at how efficient for Roger Chen. And Navi still, but Bloodstone comes through for DK Phobos. There's still an opportunity. It's not a huge deficit for the side of Team Spirit. And as I said, Crystallize, he may not even try and leave. He looks over at Crystallize, goes back in. Maybe a Dagon in the face. Now he's finally forced to retreat. Oh, doesn't go with 1,000 creep health per minute. This is what Braun Dota is, that hard 5. Take a look at Dendy. He's got the Dagon 5 finished up. General X. And just going to Dark Rift away. Back. So the Infest into LeBron. Up with the help of Roger. Here are him. Neither team has really been pushing all too severely. They've just been farming up for the time being. They do watch as DK Phobos gets all the way away. And again, both teams just sitting back for now, farming up as much as they can. Ooh, nice blast. Still trying forward. Doesn't find anything just yet as he's able to rearm and blink over now. That's not going to happen. Makes them think that he sent him back to build in. Very nearby, and they're thinking about going in on this tiny. They don't have any wards of this, but now they'll finally see him. So they could just head over top. They might want to just push out mid. Crystallize finally popping out of the Infest, and they've made their... So... they take the tier 2. They continue to extend this lead now. 7,000. He's looking for the Kyle. We'll see if he goes to the Ags after with the BKB, who he's yet to use. As I just missed Dendy going down. Pin him out. And Earthshaker not able to make it away as the Boulder Smash comes out onto 2 from LeBron. Dota, ILGW, as well as Beaver go down. Dota with the save for the side of Navi. They got an Earthshaker. And they take out IOTW for the 8th. Oop. Ice Blast coming over the top on a couple of these heroes. DK Phobos trying to get away. Another kick from LeBron Dota. He'll get the kill. Odin trying to do all he can with the BKB. Time lapses away. Now caught in the pit of Malice. Getting very low. Shikuchi about to run out on the backlines. There's the... they start to hit away again at Illidan with walk away. And they almost just clean up the entire side of Team Spirit just like that. They're still actually coming over. And... Illidan forming their side of the jungle. So it just seems as though this Tiny's never going to get off the ground. 2,000 net worth behind a Chen, of all things. And then you look at his net worth, Shaker, who's got Blink, Force Staff, and almost the Shadow Blade. This is almost... that it's a really bad game for the Tiny, and they're trying to rely heavily on DK Phobos as well as Illidan, but we saw right there how quickly Illidan does get shredded. For the Life Stealer. Double damage for Illidan. Smoke's going to be used by Na'Vi. They're on the high ground right now. These Ancients coming over. The rest of the team nearby. Ooh, Echo Slam. I think that missed on Dendy. Able to blink. Look at Roger. There's the fissure. Should be a kill, and he will end up going. Boater as well as the Geomagnetic Grip. No time lapse there. Spirit Vessel is gone onto Biver with the Ice Blast hitting on 2, but I don't think that's enough. FNG getting run down. Ends up dropping to DK Phobos. And the rest of the fight is side of Na'Vi. Got the Timber Chain onto the high ground. They still want to look for General. Take a look at that fight recap. It was buyback from Illidan. Oh. General coming over as well as the Tinker. Totem, they clean him up. Nobody's got buyback. Now they go after General. This is going to be a full team wipe for the side of Team Spirit. Na'Vi falling apart here. Nobody has buyback. This is a push. Thankfully, they have tier 2s up. But this is now even at 23. Aegis going their way. Roche. There it is. No Dendy part for them. Gotta remember that Illidan did buy back. He's got the 8. Here's the push on. 3 heroes alive here for the side of Na'Vi. But everybody here for Team Spirit, and they're gonna push this tier 2. They might bring out, maybe feeling for buybacks, but the second they know that Dendy doesn't have buyback, they might go in even deeper to be. LTW. And now pressure this tier 2 over top. That's 2 tier 2s gone, and there's the game. Now 1,000 net worth difference. Still ILTW with just silver. He's also got the BKB coming, so for the Tiny, starting to get a little bit higher than possibly General, whose farm is kind of stymied down, and he... Every time Dendy's gotten caught, it's really turned into such a bad... Now, invis forward with the Shadow Blade is this Earthshaker. Oh my god, just so... Standing in the March of the Machines, knew that he almost catches out Dendy. We really need to start getting these Tinker wards out there so they have the exact knowledge on where he's on Dota. He's already looking to clean up these... Tiny BKB as we saw. 15 Bloodstone charges. Oof, almost finds the Tinker. Oh boy, Illidan in a little bit of trouble. There's the Rolling Boulder. He is going to land. The dust comes out. Illidan Boulder Smash, Geomagnetic Grip as well as the Pit of Malice. They do have Echo Slam. If Na'Vi get a little bit too close to each other, this hits on 3. As this is Team Spirit coming in, trying to run through those March of the Machines, but you see how much damage they are invis. They do have the smoke onto this Earthshaker. Close that store, please. Not pretty decently big for them, but the game is back at even. Net worth lead before for Na'Vi. Last time this happened, it was an hour and 5-minute game that went the way of Team Spirit. That was game 2 over... Worth lead here. You take a look. Tiny's really might be able to start doing something in these exchanges. He's still only 1-8 and 9. LeBron Dota still carrying down every time that does happen. And LeBron Dota, take a look at his form. He's got the Spirit Vessel combined with HO's Pipe. And the side of Team Spirit is nearby, but they are in. Ooh, Blink Echo Slam. He finds himself. Just LeBron Dota. There's going to be the Infest. Pop down he goes. From Illidan. Now they've got the toss coming on forward as Illidan's got the BKB. They're continuing the work. And they look over at Roger. Looking to get that second kill. There's the ulti. Double kill for Illidan. 2 die on the side of Na'Vi. No buyback as they do get themselves at least 1. Earthshaker. Now it turns into a 1,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. They look really good right now. Ooh, Ancients, don't want those getting away. To clean them up. Whereas also LeBron Dota, there's going to be the Rolling Boulder. Oh my god, the Nullifier with the Boulder Smash. This Crystallized pops out of the Infest. They look for a second one, they kill him. LeBron is the perfect transport. Them in with the Ancients. They're so strong, but the Stealer and the Earth Spirit are both there. Geomagnetic Grip, as well as the Boulder Smash. Stun, Silence, Muted. Thanks. Down the 2 of them go. And 2 more kills for Crystallize now 12, 2, and 9. DK Phobos. 17 Bloodstone charges. He's doing pretty decent. Scotty finished on him. He bought it. General coming over. There's the Hex with the Pit of Malice coming through. Will be Dendy trying to get onto that Ancient. Comes through on a Biver as well as Illidan, so they'll at least lose Biver. But they need to get Illidan back. So with that, they take out the Earthshaker again. That's going to be a 3rd kill for them in a row. They're looking... Oh my god. Experience look like... coming back to even. They're actually behind. Tinker as well as the Kaya now. No Ags on him, but Kaya Hex is quite nice. The Life Stealer, Nullifier, Desolator, Armwit. So Na'Vi up 3,000 net worth, and for sure definitely have an opportunity thrown by any means. They are up at the moment. Take a look over, trying to find themselves Illidan, but he uses the Shikuchi, get it back. Oh, Rolling Boulder, this is in quite deep. LeBron Dota might have gone in a little bit too far. Top Crystallize trying to hit away at Illidan, but he's got the Spirit. Now they got to try and get themselves out of there. Dark Rift, Force Staff in, Roger gone. They get themselves a couple of heroes gone. It was Illidan, but he doesn't find anybody. There's Spirit, 27 to 26, 2,000 net worth lead. Now a Dagon coming out for a Chen. That's insane. Then he's in, and it did work out for him despite getting shut down early. He's now 5-7-8. You take a look at Crystallize, 12-2-9, 9-1-8. The cores are just not dying, or the carries are just not dying right now. Or Shaker. We're gonna find that. But really, close together. Front line with the Life Stealer. They front line with the back lines. Tinker's just there to shoot lasers and rockets, and that's it. Is the Weaver. Level 25 is the Timber Saw. He gets 1,400 on the Timber. Let me take a look at the Tiny. Just about to hit level 25. And he's got... They look over. LeBron Dota trying for that boulder. He rolling boulders away. He breaks the smoke. He finds out the plan of Team Spirit. Meanwhile, over bottom, General just continuing to push. There's no tier 2 here in the creep. They do come around the back from the side of Team Spirit. They have so much Shikuchi movement speed. Bottom Blast doesn't exactly hit. Oh, Fissure off the mark, but there's the Echo Slam on Dendy. The Hex comes through, and down goes Beaver because the rest of the team is here. Crystallize gets the side of Team Spirit, but actually it's worse for Crystallize. And they take... It looked bad for a moment for Team Spirit, but they lose both their cores. Doesn't have buyback for 80 seconds. 80 seconds, no Life Stealer. 70 seconds, no Dini to push this tier 3. Roger brings the Ancient Creeps back. They've got General to try and hold. The Ice Blast does hit on him. Here comes Illidan right into the pit of... There's the Hex with the Rod of Atos. They might be able to kill off Illidan. They will! The toss in from FNG. They try to get this Earth Spirit killed off, but now here comes Dendy. He's bought back, and he is mad. He's a Tinker and ready to throw these lasers and rockets at Spirit. Will retreat. They've got what they came for, but they also lost dead for 100 seconds, and now Navi to Team Spirit. That Team Spirit just did to them, forcing a buyback on a core. This push. To 29, Roshan now back up. No spot. Rogers Chen Creeps do get on in there. Roshan available. Gem back on the Underlord. They look over at with Crystallize. And Denny Dagging again and again and again. The only reason they're able to push high ground on because Dendy was dead. They don't have to deal with that Dagon. They don't have to deal with everything else that comes from a Tinker with the Hex, the Kaya, and now he's alive. He's got the Aegis to work with. So he still does have that. They're looking to take advantage of it. Looking to go in on the side of Team Spirit. Got General. Infested in is the Life Stealer coming around the back. Team Spirit nearby. They've got now their Shadow Blade out from ILT. Oh, Fissure. Rod of Atos. They find themselves Roger. Do they even have the damage to get the kill that Dota comes on in. There's the BKB pop by IOTW. They have the dust coming out on a Biver. Take a look. In a lot of trouble is this Illidan again. They get the kill onto the Weaver. They're going to run away. Is going to be this Timber Saw, but he's in the Rod of Atos with the Dagon hitting a on him to go down. They both have buyback, but this is Navi. He doesn't have buyback, and here's the Dark Rift out. Echo Slam comes through. Is this going to be enough damage? Nope. Are the taxis on time? Uber was called, and they get the hell out of there. They were out of there faster than in the club and wants the ride back. They said, nope, see ya. And they are gone. The lead here for Navi. Oh, 2 Dagon 5s for the side of Navi. Fighting again, they look over. It's going to be a problem for ILTW. He's getting low with a Nullifier. He actually gets himself back full health. Use that time up, so now he signs up to the Geoman Mimic Grip coming out from the Earth Spirit. They've got themselves the kill on the Earth Spirit. The Dagons come through. Illidan's going to be dead. This PG on game 4. They're going to force a game here. A Lotus Orb is just keeping him alive for a moment longer. Down he goes. Everybody dead back. Game 5 will happen between these two teams. We go the distance. The Spirit. Now game 4 and 5. This is insane. Wow. So Dendy, who had this art, ends up top of the net worth in front of Illidan. He started like 0-4, and it really looked bad for Dendy on that tank. the work they needed. That on top of the fact, and don't forget my MVP, LeBron Dota, with the boulder smashes. They're coming out every single time we're game 4, extend it to a game 5, and we'll be back with that in just at BCop92 on Twitter, BCopcasting on Twitch. I'm selling out right now. Beyond some of these organizations, all of you, they like me. I want to be casting as much as I can in just a moment. Stay right there. It's... I'm sorry, I should do that a little bit more Bruce Buffer. It's time! Game 5 here for Na'Vi versus Team Spirit. It has you have been waiting for in the new year 2018. Na'Vi to Na'Vi. The next two go to Spirit. Game 4 goes back to Game 5 in the best series of the year so far. To this. Na'Vi, Lifestealer, Bane. They ban out the Witch Doctor. That's CK. That's been banned out every single time. Sometimes it feels like he doesn't even need it. Tusk, Team Spirit, after we saw Roger have ever seen sitting in front of the net worth on a bunch of these heroes on the side of Team Spirit. But they go back to that Tiny, despite W was on that Tiny and had an abysmal time. They pick it up again. I guess they're hoping to change their fate here in game home. Win and go to Jack is the moment we've been waiting for in this series. Something that I bet some of you have hoped for, waiting for a Game 5, getting as much Na'Vi, getting as much Team Spirit in your veins as you can, and now the Ancient Apparition Spirit. So that's FNG on the Ancient Apparition, which he's played a couple of times in this series, as well as the best of 3 that was earlier today. Do you guys even remember the best of 3 that Spirit and Gambit? I don't remember that existed today. We're coming in on our 8th hour here. I don't even know what. So now you've got Broodmother banned out by Na'Vi, Enchantress banned out by Team Spirit, and now the Omni Knight by Na'Vi straight into the Earth Spirit. They don't want to give up that LeBron Dota guys on that Lifestealer again, but that'll force them into getting something else in terms of transportation, getting that taxi out there, if you will.
10 seconds.
So Bane right now in that 5 LeBron Dota. Then for the side of Team Spirit, we'll see if that's a Illidan in Illidan, then, or if it's going to be ILTW again. Hopefully for his sake, he has that same, doesn't have game as he went like 0-8 to start. And then Ancient Apparition, obviously an FNG pickup here for the side of Team Spirit. Something that he's so far. So Na'Vi thinking about the for Dendy, he did have that Tinker last game. It didn't go as well for him in the beginning, but as easier and easier as he picked up more and more farm and opened up space for the rest of his Na'Vi. And now the Earthshaker for Team Spirit. So that's a Biver Earthshaker and an Ancient Apparition FNG. So let's see. Nyx Assassin, Roger, 5 Bane, LeBron James. Really stuck on these sports jokes today. And let's, pull out together. Got the Nightmare to Brain Sap to help out early as well to probably get those last hits if they're going to go Enfeeble early to try and win the lane. Coming into this 4th pick for Na'Vi will be Brewmaster in that Brew. So off-lane Brew, safe-lane Lifestealer. He gets a blink. You could still go with the Nyx. With the Infest inside him. Not a bad choice. Not a bad second alternative to the Brewmaster that in for Na'Vi. Team Spirit, Earthshaker, Ancient Apparition. Other 2 cores, and we'll figure out where Tiny's going to go. If it's going to be Illidan this time or back to and get a little bit of redemption for himself, especially. So about 36 seconds remaining here. They have Fissure. They've got their Blink Initiator here with the Earthshaker. They've got Ice Blast to work with for Ancient Apparition, as well as the Chilling Touch early to try and been definitely a games of back and forth for sure between Na'Vi and Team Spirit. Another game of back and forth in Game 5, because in Game 2, it happened in Game 3, Game 4 even more. Why not have it happen in Game 5? Keep the tradition of 5 series. So they pick up the Faceless Void. Now you've got Faceless Void with the Ancient App, Offlane Void or Illidan Void. We'll have to find out. Tiny's probably mid at this point with ILTW. You might want somebody ranged to help out this Void early. So let's see. Tinker banned out. I wonder why they would ever ban out Tinker, especially with what we've been seeing in the previous games between both these teams. And when you don't have the first last pick, considering Tinker has won every game he's appeared in so far in this series. So last ban coming out for Team Spirit. Safe lane Void and mid Tiny. Could even be off lane Tiny, safe lane Void with a mid laner still needed. So we've seen that a couple of times. Not today, but they do go back to that DK Phobos on the Venomancer, off lane, Void in the safe lane, Tiny mid with ILTW again. It will be now the last pick coming out for the side of Na'Vi.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see what they want to. It's off lane, Brew, safe lane, Lifestealer. Still need that Dendy hero, of course. We'll see what it ends up being. Could see Storm Spirit coming. You maybe don't want to get locked in that Chronosphere if you are. That is somebody mobile for the Lifestealer, but they do already have General on the Breed. So let's see. We'll be coming down to the wire on these picks. Game 5. Medusa. Okay. Medusa picked up. Okay. Mid Dendy Light is off lane General. 4 position Nyx. Found the Bane. Roger on that Nyx. For the other side, Team Spirit. DK Phobos back on that classic Venomancer. Illidan playing the Void. Biver with the Earth Shaker. FNG back on that Ancient App. ILTW looking for that Tiny. So we in game 5 of this best of 5. I think some of you at this point are kind of wanting those. As we get into this 8th for the final game to come through these two teams. Here we are. So let's take. Doesn't look to be the case. Anybody on the side of Na'Vi swapping out? Doesn't look to be the case. So game 5 here, and General in the off lane. We'll see if there's any lane swaps. It looks as though they'll just keep Illidan in the safe lane. Touch to work with. Hopefully, I would, in my appreciation for the Void, command this first. A lot of Void, sometimes they go for the Lincoln Sphere, damage the rest of the game. They're able to be handled. Chronosphere doesn't really matter, and it ends up able to hit into these Chronospheres. I would assume at least that Illidan is going to go for that.
30 seconds to battle.
So DK Phobos in the off lane. Back over mid, this time against a Lifestealer. We'll see how this goes. LeBron, Dota, I wouldn't be too surprised to see him with the Enfeeble. Make sure that Tiny doesn't have a good time over mid once again.
At last.
So, the bounty. One for Dendy, one for Crystal Eyes, one for ILTW, and one for Il. Both mids getting theirs. DK Phobos ready to block in this off lane. He's going to be up against Medusa here with the Nyx. Like I said, ILTW mid to help Dendy win this lane. Tree grab first for ILTW. He's going to eat that iron. See Dendy ahead 2-1, or 2-0. Tiny not able to grab it. Let's take a look. Illidan here with the creep wave behind his tier 1. And passed out by FNG, went first into the cold feet. Take a look at the off lane here with Biver. That is some nice slow, some nice lockdown up against the Nyx and the Medusa first. But again, over mid, Enfeeble continuing to come out. Going to make it very hard for ILTW to find him. And he's still just sitting at 1-0. To use these avalanches, they go over mid. There's the open wounds. LeBron Dota level 2 has the brain sap. Enfeeble is sending ILTW back and continuing to open this lane for Dendy. Just continuing to farm up. He's 5-0 compared to the DK Phobos. Roger's got to be very careful here. DK Phobos early on this Venomancer does hurt quite as going in the 0-1-1 route so far. over with the haste will be LeBron. Dota coming. Have Nightmare to work with, just the brain sap. So he'll trade shots and finally get as Dendi has taken a lead, has a level lead just for now, compared to the 4-0. So with Bane brought over bottom, he's now going to head over back towards mid after the haste runs out. Feeble to work with. Make sure Tiny's phone we haven't seen before for ILTW. We take a look over at General. His lane not going that well either, but at least he's doing just. Compare that to the DK Phobos. They're about even. He's got 6 last hits here, thanks to the play words and the poison touch. But Crystal itself is really better news for Navi over anything else. You want to be able to get that Menace as quickly as you can. Get that level 6 to work with as well. Case on General with this brew. You can work with the lockdown of the brew split, with the cyclone, the stun, everything you need to Navi with the rest of this team. So we take a look. Ooh, not going to dive under that tower. We take a look at where your initiators are. Brewmaster with the Blink Dagger eventually, as well as the Vendetta for Team Spirit. We'll see if they go Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger onto the Tiny, or if they'll just let the Blink Dagger get taken on the Earth Shadow Blade here on Tiny, as well as the fact that you have Time Walk and Chronosphere to work with on the Void. About even overall. Illidan having a good game so far in terms of his farm, which is not surprising. He seems to always find that every single game. Every single game we've had in the past, all 4 games previous as series, he's found himself some farm. Doesn't get that first blood kill on a General, but diving under this tier 1 is the side on to I Love to Win or ILTW. It's not, but yet sometimes still slips the mind. Here comes Roger. Missing the stun, but I don't think it's going to matter all too much. The Avalanche comes out. He's got no more mana to work with. Toss comes. The kill under this tier 1 tower. Aggro taken away by these creeps. They will get first blood, and Dendi able to walk it off for now. Shrine coming back up right as he gets the... Still continuing to work here. Level 5. Compare that to the DK Phobos level 4. Even further behind is General with this creep wave coming in. He's got level 5 here. Close to that level 6. We'll see how they try to work with this Chronosphere early. Ooh, over towards bottom. Roger in a little bit of trouble. The stun does for his Dandy. Has the open wounds on. Biver still continuing to chase the Mystic State. DK Phobos, who's going to get run down by Dendi. And Dendi forced to retreat as they do trade 1 for 1 on kill for the Lifestealer. Illidan about to hit. We're halfway through that level, looking for a quick 6 to try and get that brew split. He's going to grab himself the haste. Nyx here, level 2, not even close to getting that Vendetta. Nope, coming around the back. Chronosphere coming in, and Cold Feet procs. Down he goes. First kill for this Ancient Apparition, and actually the first assist. As well as over bottom, Crystallize actually in a lot of trouble. He uses that wand and will not TP. DK Phobos, Mystic Snake comes in, Crystallize low, down he goes, and it's now 3-2 in favor of Phobos. And they're starting to tack on a couple of these kills here. They're now up 1,000 net worth. Over early, looked like maybe it might not go as well with ILTW getting shut. And they're opening it up with DK Phobos and Illidan as well over top. Dendi level 6. He's second in terms of all that, up by Crystallize, who has a death time right now for the Medusa. And over top, General about to hit 6, so they'll have that Bruce split in just a moment. Maybe they TP him over bottom to try and get a kill. Roger here, level 3. DK Phobos, level 6. Sting as well as the Plague Ward. They're just trying to fissure from the side from Biver. Now looking over at Roger, still thinking of a place to put. There's the totem to lock in Roger. Roger in a little bit of trouble, now getting chased down by these 2 heroes on the side of Team Spirit. Here comes that other kill for Team Spirit, now 4-2. So again, on them, and now Team Spirit have 8 minutes into the game. We'll switch it over to the net where we see that Dendi's ahead, but not by much ahead of this Void. Trying to get a kill over here bottom, opening up the lane for Crystallize. He has to get that Mask of Madness. That's for sure. Cold feet on Crystallize. actually does freeze over. This is not enough away from this. I mean, I don't mean this. I mean where the spot was this. So you don't think... I know that's not how it works. Sometimes I have to explain myself. Especially at this point, where I'm starting to lose my mind. Just a touch. 8 hours in. 4-2 in favor of the side of Team Spirit. ILTW forcing goes 3-2-1-1. And that is just to farm up with the Avalanche toss as much as he can with that Soul Ring. Try and find some farm. He is level 7, but sitting 6, uses the Brew Split. And sent these Brewlings to seemingly just farm. Brew Split wasted. So, Crystallize still sitting here. Looking for the Q. The Nightmare comes through. Bibber coming over. Nightmare no longer on to DK Phobos. You take a look at it. Okay, Echo Slam used. They'll get the kill, that's for sure, but kind of opens up the map a little bit for Na'Vi. They're okay with this. Dendy comes over to get the... have a blink available on him, and the chase is still on. Nobody coming around just yet. The fissure to block the path isn't enough. No, and Bibber knows this. The chase is on. That's enough. Down he goes. Dendy gets the kill. He's on a killing spree, 3-0. TP still for the side of Team Spirit, despite that kill. It's just a position for Bibber Earthshaker. Not much to worry about. They go on over. They look for the Chronos. It hits. They don't have the Chronos, but I think Brew is okay. No Shatter coming out just yet. So Dendy, nobody to go in. Vendetta level 6. We'll see if they do end up making a move and getting a kill here with this first Vendetta. They head. So they do pass the Tiny. He's heading back to his lane and gank kill. No Stone Gaze for the Mystic Snake. Trying to work with what they got. They look over at DK Phobos, maybe Bibber. There's the Team Spirit. And another, there's the Fiend's Grip on top of the Earthshaker. He already used that Vendetta hit onto DK Phobos, who doesn't want to come in a little bit further. They'll get the kill. They look at DK Phobos. There's the Nightmare. But Ice Blast hits on a LeBron Dota. Be two, but it won't be. The Venomous Scale on a Roger. And that'll be a double kill for DK. Another gank going wrong for the side of Na'Vi. Don't exactly play that as clean as they should. It's a little sloppy, and they end up losing too. 7-4, 3,000 net worth lead. We'll see where the first Infest comes, and when it does come, be saving up for that Blink Dagger. And actually, Radiance here for Lifestealer. He's got himself saved up 3,400 gold, so Dendy is working Infest into Roger. Roger says to Dendy, I know the way. He knows the way to DK Phobos. There's the Infest with the Vendetta into the Impale. There's the kill, dominating his gold to grab himself that Sacred Relic. He actually looks over at Bibber. Get that cut-off Impale. Thinking about it for sure. Meanwhile, General cut off top. He's going to go down to Illidan. That's Chronosphere down. But Dendy does have enough for... Fissure comes out over little Impale action onto the Earthshaker. And we'll throw that back. Bibber. Over top, we take a look. Dendy coming over. He's level 10. Has the Sacred Relic to work with. Illidan, though, foreign that pressure him enough. With FNG sitting behind, he's got to be very careful on this Lifestealers. They've got the battle team amount of farm that he's gotten. Meanwhile, Earthshaker getting a little bit low. This is the fight over bottom of the Brew. Trying to get at least one kill on the TPing over FNG. Get at least one with the toss. That's the toss on a Medusa. Now LeBron Dota maybe lock in DK Phobos. This Fissure onto 3. Roger still kind of caught in these trees for right now. And there's the TP away. No Chronosphere. But he does have a time dilation. And they Dota as well as Roger. So 2 kills there for Illidan. Now 10-6 in favor.
Dire's middle tower is drowning.
Now worth lead to work with. Dendy, however, farming up this Radiance. Mask of Madness finally finished here for Crystallize. And General, take a look. He still does not have that Blink Dagger away. Avalanche Fissure hits Crystallize. Nightmare might actually kill him. Echo Slam through. And that does. Oh no. And now the chase is on. the toss out. Here's DK Phobos. He says hello, then they say goodbye. It was a Beatles hit back in the 60s. 5,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. So almost the saving grace here for the side of Na'Vi, down 4,000 net worth. But anything can happen. That anything could happen, it's this one. How many times or less? I think, actually, if you've had a 7,000 net worth lead in the first 10 minutes, you take that in for what you will. Somebody wants to check my stats there. Ice Blast from the General, not actually going to hit. The blink available. Cold Feet again as the fissure hits. Running away with Dendy inside him. Faceless Void, Fiend's Grip, down he goes. LeBron Dota gets the kill. Lose Dendy or General over top. They get the kill on Illidan, down for 46 seconds. Long respawn time for him. And still, though, Team Spirit up 5,000. He's staying inside General this long. You lose out on net worth. He is second, but he's got to catch up to Illidan. Illidan does not have a lot. Ooh, Plague Wards, Ice Blast, General, forced to use that split. Where does Dendy go? Okay, he lost the little icon above him. Is Dendy pieces of Life Stealer? Is that how that works? Arm here, leg there. Was a bit interesting. Oh boy, Dendy, TP over, ILTW, blink, avalanche, toss, dead, Dendy gone. And that's a 4 times kill streak. Much better performance this game than the last. DK Phobos and the rest of the team, they're looking to push over top, take this tier. They're up 6,000 net worth, and on DK Phobos, they do have themselves the 4 staff ready to go, as well as Carapace. Ice Blast hits, but not nearly low enough for it to matter. Nice. Still here, LeBron not spotted just yet. They have Chronosphere to work with, as well as almost a Manta style for Illidan. 1,000 over Dendy. You take a look at where Crystallize is. Mask of Madness, Dragonlance is all he's got. Boy, these Ancients doing a lot of damage. They might be able to steal this kill, and LeBron with the Brain Sap gets another kill on Illidan. These are farm. They need to up Dendy's farm, and as well up Crystallize the map for them a little bit more. Find some farm, get Medusa out with this Hurricane Pike soon enough, and work on getting a couple more kills and getting. So the smoke out bottom from Team Spirit. They have the Echo Slam, the Ice Blast, as well as the Blink Avalanche Toss to work with. Here's the Ice Blast coming over bottom. Echo Slam, I think that misses on Crystallize, as well as the Ice Blast. Now they've got LeBron dead to rights over Brigade getting worked on. There's the Mystic Snake, not going to hit. The Bruce Split comes through as well. They'll continue to chase for now. The stun out on ILT team, though. Crystallize backing off for now, waiting for Nyx, possibly the Life Stealer as well. Bruin a little bit of trouble. General is the TP out. They still want to get General out of here, but there's the Chronosphere committed, as well as the... It's going to be a dead bear. Roger this far gets kill on our Shaker. Look at that. So, because why not? Now infested in Ancient. I've got the Radiance. This is memeing. Dendy, you're only down by 4,000 net worth. I'd like to not see the memes. But I guess that's what we're in. Radiance inside of him. Crystallize coming over top. The push is on. And Biver, blink, avalanche toss. They still have the Infest to work with. Na'Vi might be able to turn this around. Look at the kill on Biver. I thought that was going to go terribly for Na'Vi. 10 seconds. The memes are working. And they get 2 kills with lead. Crawling up on that top of the net worth. We take a look at Medusa. Tome of Knowledge. That's how into that level 16. 30 on the attack speed, 20 on the damage. Take a look over at General. He's got the blink. 30 extra damage. And then Nyx. He's going for a blink dagger next. Let's take a look at the rest of the Shaker with his blink. DK Phobos here. He's going for to go to that BKB first style, as well as the Battle Fury. So infested into Roger is Dendy, showing him the way. LeBron, Dota leading the charge. The smoke's broken on both their sides. LeBron, I'm sorry to say, and I'm here to keep him alive, but that's just to make some space for the rest of the team. I think Roger's thinking about going in on this. He popped and down he goes. Dendy gets the kill. Rage on out. So they'll at least trade their position 5s while over. Into Roshan, but they're going to lose their tier 2. We'll see if Crystallize wants to push the issue and go for the tier 3. Vendetta to work with. Sentry Ward. Ooh, Blink with the Bruce Blade. Going to go into the Roshan. There's the Chronosphere. The stun from the Nyx. Roger comes in. The Aegis by Roger. They get the Cyclone onto this Faceless Void. Now will come in onto the side of Na'Vi, but I don't know how much that's going to matter. They have the ulti from DK Phobos. The stun comes out again on a time walking out. Faceless Void. The Fissure hits on 2. They're still trying to lock in these heroes. The Earthshaker. They'll get themselves at least 1. 4 step away will be General as FNG and DK Phobos try to chase. This is a lot of damage coming out onto both. He will heal himself back up. Dendy not gonna, or General not gonna die either. Roger finally falls to Illidan. But the rest of the team just kind of farming up while they let their supports die. Off twice. Wow. He made his way in. Stuns from inside. Blinks in. Blink in. Stun through. And then the Bruce Split came out. And they cyclone this Faceless Void. They don't get the kill on Illidan. And they also get the kill on Roshan. That's... So, from that exchange alone, getting the gold from Roshan, getting those couple of kills, you take a look. Like I said, if you have a lead in the beginning of the game, 2,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit, it's under 4,000. What happened? It was even for a second, and then it went back to 4,000. Is that a bug? No? I don't know what that's doing right now. Even the side of Team Spirit over bottom. The Nyx again is Dendy. So they smoke up again. They're going to come around the back of Na'Vi. Look for this fight. They have the Chronosphere to work with one more time. Top of the net worth is Illidan. LeBron. Ooh, General in a bad spot. There's the Blink. Dota. Now they've got the time walk on forward. They'll look to... And 2 kills. 1 Illidan, 1 ILTW. And actually, Crystallize forced to go back. And as that's happening, Crystallize getting chased down by the side of Team Spirit. 4 staff to the low ground, trying to make him as much space. They're still coming forward, still looking for him. The whole team's still here. Finally, Dendy shows up. The Chronosphere on top. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage just yet. He'll freeze on over as well, and it will be. DK Phobos gets the kill. That'll be 3 for the side of Team. So 21-13. 1,000 net worth lead. Second on the net worth right now is Crystallize. Ooh, Roger. ILTW. I keep saying that. And the Fissure saves his life. He runs away. Can he blink out? Echo Slam on a Gen. You have got to be kidding me. The save. General force the split. Now they go over with the Fiend's Grip. He'll give up his life for it. Now on the high ground, you take a look over at DK Phobos. The Ice Blast not going to hit on anything. The Cyclone comes. Illidan coming through. There's going to be the Poison Nova trying to do all he can. Brew now thinking about trying to run away. Roger taken out by Dendy. Dendy stunned up for just a moment. Illidan trying to get these bashes. LeBron is here with the Enfeeble out on Illidan. Not doing as much damage, but it'll still get a double kill for Illidan. Full of Team Spirit. The only one who stays alive is Dendy. So that stays overall about an even change. I mean, a little bit more gold going the way of Na'Vi, but this is still a lead for the side of Team Spirit. To farm up more, needs the Scotty. You take a look at Dendy now with the Solar Crest going into the AC. Dendy, not just sitting there infested in an Ancient anymore. Take a look at Crystallize too, he's level 20. Take a look at the other side, Team Spirit. They're going to smoke up right here, looking for the Lincolns on Faceless Void, not first item. Going Battle Fury up the net worth by 3,000. You follow that up on his side by DK Phobos, as well as the Veil. Going into the Maelstrom next. I'll look for the BK. LTW. Going for the... So they're really working on these high-end items for themselves. The Chronosphere is actually needed outside damage because of the build of Illidan. he's been able to take down these heroes inside the Roche Pit, of course with the help of the Ancient Apparition. Works coming through. Roger, Spike Carapace is going to be used. He's got Dendy invested in him. He needs to really run away before Illidan comes in with the Chronosphere, and he backs off. This is a tight one. Maelstrom here for DK Phobos. He's got that Hurricane Pike. He'll be able to hit into the Chrono. Let's see, Crystallize. 400 gold away from this Scotty. Looking for that AC, still continuing to... Let's see, Crystallize. It's really going to fall on the back of Crystallize, who had a slow start to this. For the side Team Spirit, they're working with Illidan, who's got so much farm right now with the Lincolns. I feel like this is going to be a little bit tough. They'll lose their tier tower over mid, while they take a tier tower over top, so... At least the trade is on, but Team Spirit, they want the tier 3. They have the Chronosphere to work with. Extra range time walk. Some long initiation here for Team Spirit. They've also got the blink here onto the Tiny. They're looking for the fight. In the Nightmare to save LeBron Dota's life. There's the Chronosphere. And with that, they'll time walk out. So tier 3, they'll take that for the death of LeBron Dota. No buyback for Crystallize right now, but does pick up backing his Team Spirit, waiting for Na'Vi to come on forward. They don't have this Chronosphere to work. Roger comes forward. There's the ankle slam. It hits on a Roger. The Stone Gaze is used, and they're starting to run away on the side of themselves. The Earthshaker. Down goes FNG on the back ends of this. Dandy trying to do all he can, but he's going to be freezing over thanks to the cold feet. ILTW will get. Illidan's actually the one who gets credit for it, but now Illidan to handle. He's forced to time walk away. There's the Cyclone onto the Tiny. DK Phobos looking for the Venomous Gale, trying to slow down Crystallize to help Illidan get back into this, and there DK Phobos. Illidan just bashing away with the help of the rest of his team. Crystallize will go down. No buyback for him. 80 seconds on the sideline. 6,000. They are going to look to shred. This is all turning out well for Team Spirit as you take a look. Now the net 8,000 now, and they take the tier 3. Chronosphere back up in 29 seconds. Illidan getting the right hero. Illidan getting low. Venomous Gale out on LeBron Dota. I don't know if you're going to be able to kill him in time. Illidan, the Fiend's Grip's not even enough. Dota can't win the Impale, but there's the mana burn to get the kill. 8 kill streak taken out. He's got buyback, but dead for him. Phobos has the Enfeeble on him, but a nicely placed totem hits on a Roger. ILTW is here with the Spike Carapace landing on a Venomancer and the Earthshaker, but ILTW nicks. And another one dies for the side of Na'Vi. Team Spirit up 9-19. Oh my god. This is a series that has gone on to Game 5. Going to be looking for the Mjolnir. Well, AC is looking for 4. Let's take a look at the supports. Earthshaker, Biver, of course, very up there in terms of a support. He's got the Blink Dagger as well as... But above him is actually the Nyx. Roger farming up very well with the Yule's Blink Dagger staff, so we'll see how important that is. Take a look at Nyx. He's 2-8 and 13 compared to the 2-8 and 14 of... Oh boy, Echo Slam comes out. General in a little bit of space might be on, but the Cold Feet does proc on top of him. Force Staff trying to get to the low ground, but you've cliffed yourself. You fooled yourself. Everybody's playing checkers. But don't worry. I've got a blink, and I'll be out of here in just a moment. So again, Na'Vi thinking about going in. General with the blink. There's the Thunderclap. Infest's going to be popped. ILTW actually makes space because Biver with... Damn low. The BKB popped here is actually just on the courier. They'll kill off ILTW. There's the Stone Gate. He's used God. The Yules is out on Illidan now. Far enough out back to his base. Still coming in. The Fiend's Grip comes through. The Force Staff forward by DK Phobos. The blink with the Thunderclap. Down he goes. General against this Venomancer. And on the back lines, Earthshaker goes down. 4 dead on the side of Team Spirit. Roger with the Impale. It could be Phobos team wipe. Are you kidding me? Team wipe for Na'Vi, and they bring it back up. General falls to DK Phobos, but are you kidding? Gonna push this tier 2. Dendy almost has this AC ready. Crystallize. He's looking for the Mjolnir buyback. They force the buyback from DK Phobos. They're trying to force it from Tiny, from Faceless Void. DK Phobos, with how low these heroes are on the side of Na'Vi, they'll be forced to retreat for just a moment. Roshan's back up if they want to take this Aegis and Cheese. DK Phobos, he just bought back! The Ice Blast hits on Roger, and Dendy walks himself away. The Radiance was off to try and fool them. Going back will be crystallized as the rest of the team needs to get out of here. The fissure hits on Dendy. TP through with the Nightmare to try and save his life, and Dendy able to escape, but I think this might be LeBron Dota giving up his life. Chase him down, the Avalanche is out, there's the down, dunked onto the ground, and ILTW gets another kill. And with Roshan up, that could be Asia's in. Here. Holding it here. Let's see what that courier actually... Ooh, mana burn, Mystic Snake not going to hit on anything except for creeps. Roger running away, pulling these creeps with him for now. Meanwhile, in the Roche pit, last time we saw this, Navi grabbed it with an amazing play from Roger. He is still alive, but doesn't have Vendetta for side. Team Spirit head over towards me. There it is, Aegis. Picked up on ILTW. Back to a 4,000 net worth lead here for the side of Team Spirit. They've got the Aegis to play with on ILTW. Going for the B. Got that Lincoln Sphere now. Take a look at the rest of the team. DK Phobos, Hurricane Pike with the Veil. Now he'll finish off that Maelstrom. And the full Mjolnir, in fact. Did he mess this up? Or did this just not... Okay. Strom, recipe for the smoke out from Team Spirit, but Navi, they're over bottom side of Team Spirit for now. They have Chronosphere to work with, ready to go. Level 25, they will head over bottom. Let's take a look at these other talents as 25. Tiny level 24, 22, but let's take a look. 7-second tree grab, avalanche damage, magic resistance, damage. DK Phobos over here with 6 seconds on the Poison Nova duration, as well as 150 cast range and 90 gold per minute. Void, we already took a gen. Always love that one. And as well as 60 gold. 21 has the plus 1500 health to the primal split units. Going for the Ags next. Take a look over at Roger. He's got 75, 325 health, as well as 60 gold per minute. Dendy working on level 23. We'll see what he gets in level 25 with 20% evasion, movement speed, and 20 attack speed. Medusa here over mid trying to defend 8. And finally for Bane, 40 XP gain percentage and plus 100 cast range. So they are going to try and defend. Nobody coming in just yet for the side of Team Spirit. They still have this Aegis to work for the AC next. For them, knowing that Navi don't really want to fight into the Chronosphere unless they find an opportune position. Let's see, does anybody really of Navi next on the Bane? Here they come to push over top. The tier 2 still stands this for Navi. Yags finished off on the Brute. Look how quickly that tower goes down, especially to the Tiny and this farmed up Void, top of the net worth. 23,000 net worth. Now they're going to threaten on to the tier 3 over. Was Roger, the damage comes out. There's going to be the phrase as well as Nightmare that's going to hold him in place for just a long enough time for Crystallize to get out of there. Echo Slam on it too. The Infest is going to be popped by Dendy. They'll get the kill thanks to Crystallize. Now the Stone Gaze comes in. Brewmaster very deep on here as Team Spirit need to back away. BKB is going to be popped by ILTW, running away as it saves the day, as well as the rest of the team with those 4 staffs getting Medusa out of there to stay alive. That small duration on the Nightmare was enough from the Bane Earthshaker. He goes in a little bit too deep and ends up falling. So still 6,000 net worth lead. Tiny. Ooh, they didn't back off just yet. They tried for the dust. It's actually not going to hit on Roger. Spike Carapace used, looking for the Impale somewhere. He finds it on the face of Void. Now that they continue to go back in. There's the Time Walk as long as this range is good for him. They'll try to get there's the Poison Nova from DK Phobos. Crystallized with the BKB. Starts to hit away at this Venomancer. Takes him out. The buyback from Roger. The 4-step on forward. Not going to find himself the Tiny. And you take a look. Getting away. Buyback from Roger is here. 5 alive for the side of Navi. And only 4 are alive here for the side of Team Spirit. And they do not have 5 seconds. So they might take this moment to farm, knowing that the push isn't going to come in from Team Spirit without the Venomancer. However, he does infest Mjolnir in full. Does Crystallize have enough for buyback? He doesn't. But we'll see him push that real quick. Now only 68 gold away and should have it once they reach the Chronosphere available for the Faceless Void. You've got the Ultion General available. up. They smoke up, and showing over in the front will be Crystallize. General, you need to stay a little bit further back so you don't get Sentry Ward. There's going to be the Chronosphere on the 3! It's actually 4 with Dendy infested inside, but no, I don't think Illidan has enough damage. There's going to be the Manta style user. Everybody on Navi, but they got the Fiend's Grip onto the Tiny. BKB is going to be used. They got the Impale to hit onto the Earthshaker. Oh my god, are you kidding me? The Bruce Whip's perfect. It's not enough damage from Illidan. Into the tier 3 comes Navi. That is about to dwindle into even again. Down goes the tier 3. Goes as well. Is there anything Team Spirit can do? They go in with a time dilation on Nick. From this is when he's down. No, he's able to eat the cheese, heal himself up. It might have just been the time walk. I'm not even that sure. Another 82 seconds, and this is Crystallized as well as Dendy trying to run away. The fight is on as the Enfeeble is out on Illidan. There's the Tiny with the Avalanche toss. They get the kill on Crystallized, just trying to man fight Illidan as well as ILTW. The toss is out again. Crystallized fight and loses. Now Illidan has the chase. First hit bash on the LeBron kill for Illidan, and for that they lose their tier 3 and the melee. 5,000 network for the side of Team Spirit. So do they have General to work with? He's trying to get that level 25. He wants that minus 65 second. Bottom. Rest of the team forces the buybacks on Dendy as well as Crystallize. Give it one last shot, and there it is. Crystallize buys back. Up forward there. Chronosphere comes out onto General. Illidan very low. There's the Fiend's Grip from LeBron. Dota Crystallize hitting 100 seconds. He goes. Thank you, Crystallize. 100 seconds. Dota position perfectly again to get that kill on the Faceless Void. Getting a little bit too aggressive. It's not enough as the Fiend's Grip hits. And down he goes thanks to the death. Nullifier next for life. Take a look at Crystallize. He's got no buyback to work with, so probably buyout on the Mjolnir. Once he gets the opportunity to do so, I wouldn't be surprised. Shop, there it is. So he'll look over mid. Go straight tier 4s. If they can force the buy, Fissure to hold their time for the side of Team Spirit. 7,000 net worth tracks as well. They'll rotate over towards bottom. They've changed their minds. They're going to push in. Backdoor protection not here for the bottom tier 3. They go. There's the Infest. It's actually the Wake Up forward with the Thunderclap as well as the Bruce Whip coming through. They'll go for the Ancient Apparition. He's going to be dead for 7 on to Crystallize. They go for the tier 3. They're going to go for the set of Rex. Nobody buying back yet. Illidan, 24 seconds. He doesn't have Chronos up. Have the buyback come out just yet. The Sun's going to miss because the BKB is going to be used by IL. BKB's not that long of a duration anymore, but the Echo Swim hits on Dendy the Nightmare to keep him alive for just a minute longer. And now they start to retreat as the P out and will. LeBron Dota again will give up his life, and General Crystal. So 6,000 net worth lead here. They've got no Nyx. They've got no Bane. It's a 3-on-4 at best for the side of Na'Vi with no buyback on Roger. Roger actually 35 gold away from it, but also and 41 seconds. Take a look over the Bane. Yeah, not even close. But in terms of buyback status for every have it, Void does not. And Dendy, who also have it as well. Double damage from Team Spirit. Illidan moving in. I think Na'Vi are kind of okay with that. Chronosphere is available. There's the link distance. Hits on Crystallize. Maybe this is their moment to go in with this Chronosphere, and that's exactly what Thunderclap. Now they will go over a DK Phobos. Dendy hitting away with the Rage already out. The Stone Gaze comes through. Is it going to be enough? Crystallize does do almost. They look for more. ILTW is going to drop as well. 3 dead on the side of Team Spirit. They time after time with these defense. I don't understand how it works. Medusa will not go down. MKB is next here for Crystallize. You take a look at Dendy. He goes for the Nullify. They've actually found FNG. There's the Sacred Relic and enough in terms of surplus cash. Roshan is up. This is Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher. There are 4 dead on Team Spirit. They're not going to come for this. Illidan's going to try and push over bottom, but then everybody ready in time to push. They'll hold on the Aegis for just a moment. Wet General come back up 30 seconds later from now on, and possibly the last fight coming out. So Crystallize just continuing to farm. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. He does have surplus on it, but I don't think they're going to hold that long, so he'll probably buy out on the MKB. We take a look over at Dendy. He has buyback available. And then let's just put this up to make this easier for me. Nick have it, our Dendy and General. Now DK Phobos doesn't have it for another 400 gold. Everybody's starting to come alive for the side as Team Spirit. Everybody here full strength again. Is here on the Medusa. Dendy. He's got the refresher. Or no, he gave it to the Brew. That's the perfect choice. And the cheese. So here they come. There's going to be the blink on forward with the Brew split. They actually do not know that this is Dendy inside of this Brew. There's the stun coming through on ILTW. Follows it up and will hit on a LeBron Dota. But I don't know if that's enough. They crystallize. They continue to chase hiding with the Nullifier coming through on a Venomancer. They'll take up DK Phobos. The loot for FNG. So low time walk back to the base. There is the refresher shard used and the Brew split used again. The Lincolns popped on Illidan and they still hold just 2 cores and an Earthshaker is still alive for the side of Team Spirit. A Fissure comes down on a couple with the F is here onto the Void. Void and TW drops. So does the Void. They both buy back. Down goes the top set of Rax and Na'Vi. They're now the ones who are up 8,000 net worth after this team's. LeBron Jones is going to hit the deck. He'll fall. 2-man stun from Roger. They go for ILTW. There's the kill. 125 seconds. He goes down as well. Are you kidding me? That is GG. Are you kidding? That was insane. Game. They win the series. And it's 3-2 for Na'Vi. They pull it back from the depths of... Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Dendy 15-3 and 19. Roger 5-11-25. He was landing every single stun. Shard. The double Bruce split was insane. Crystallized with the slow 13-7 and 11 for Illidan. 11-6 for ILTW. It was a back and forth the entire time. I mean, look at this graph. It's a 10,000 net worth lead here at 25, here at 35 minutes, a 10,000 net worth lead here at 40. They pull it back 41-41 and they win game 3. They're going to GESC Jakarta with a crazy series between them and teams. I threw my headset. I jumped up there. And that's it. That's it for my day. You don't even know that I did a best of 3 before this. Casting. That's it. I'm your caster, BCOP, at BCOP92. That's BKOP92 on Twitter to know when I'm casting next. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this Na'Vi Game 2 Spirit, Game 3 Spirit. Looks like it's over for Na'Vi. Come back in Game 4. And then 2 in favor of Na'Vi. And they're going to Jakarta. That's it. It's over. Now what else? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and that is it. Good night.